All right, good morning or good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to talk more about Aerialis and its environment, so let's get into this. Our goal for this was to pick 5 general locations and to split them into exterior and interior environments. If we go to the first, it's called Moonlight Castle or the Clock Tower. This will be the one of the outside environments, and it's giving us kind of a complementary color balance. We see the green of the forest, the purple in the clock tower. So I feel like if we get those gloomy but still complementary colors of the clock tower and the grass on the floor, I feel like it'll create a good environment of a background. The indoor part of the clock tower would be the Moonlight Castle, the throne room, right? And as we've seen from the grass and the purple clock tower, we see it implemented within the throne room itself. We see the green here that Joe did a nice job doing. So the purple and green I feel like is a nice way to stage this environment. Having the night sky light the background, I feel creates some type of dynamic 3D figure. I feel like this is a very simple way to stage an environment. May not be too hard to create in Maya. So next we have the desert. If anybody plays Minecraft, you know the desert biome is someplace you don't want to be. So it's very dry. We see a warm tone here, obviously because it's sunny outside, but we have like a beige, red, green going on. It's still complementary in some parts. And yeah. Now inside we have a big cave, it's the caverns. Also tying into the desert, we see a complementary balance between red, beige, and green. So the caverns is also a part of the sand biome, and this is just a very big cave that we are able to stage our environment in. It's closed off, dark, but we still have this warm tone, reds, a lot of bright reds, some green in it, and stones coming off the top. Now next we go for a more cool tone is the barren snowfield, the tundra pit. This is actually the indoor part. Let's go to the outdoor. So the outdoor would be the barren snowfield, and I feel like these are very simple ideas that we can speak off of. So it seems as though we're on like a ice field, and we could basically set it up as an arena filled with snow. Next we have the woodlands, and I'm not gonna lie, this is very dark and moody. We have a lot of purples, dark browns, dark greens. It's supposed to be moody, so let's keep it that way. Connecting to the woodlands we have the Underchurch, and this is, like I said, another gloomy, moody area with a lot of dark colors, dark purples, dark grays, and the redstone torches kind of put it all together. You can even say it's a warm feel to it with a lot of desaturation, if that makes sense. There's no blues or cold colors. They are warm, but they're not as bright and welcoming. The whole point of this environment is to make you feel uneasy and on edge. So I feel this ties well with the biome it's in because it just speaks well to it. Alright, for the last set of environments that we have is similar to the sand biome that we've seen before, and it kind of has the same layout from the previous ones as well. So this is called the Basin of Chontley, and who lives here is the character previous. Like the frozen lake that we've seen across, you see these 2 entrances on the right hand side, but everything is closed off as if it's an arena already. And this allows us to have a Tekken style arena in almost every map. So this would be the more exterior area that we can expound on. We have a bright, like an orange color with a green. It pops out because it's so contrasting. Now for the indoor version of this, we call this the Primordial Resting Ground, and it looks just like a cave with lava. And this looks just like the sand biome that we've seen before. It is a cave that's enclosed, but with a lot more detail. Instead of it having contrasting colors or colors that match, it seems prehistoric, right? So we have the crystals that's formed in the cave, giving us a little mystery in there, and allows for some dynamic backgrounds that we might see staged in the background of a fight. Now, in terms of lighting a camera, I couldn't have said it any better. A wide shot, keeping both of our players in the scene, makes it for a Tekken style match, right? So we get immersed into only what's in picture, but through all the chaos, you then start to see the background and how it plays into the story in general. Furthermore, talking about lighting, darker areas such as the church tend to use more ambient light, such as torches or anything that would illuminate some type of light. Lastly, let's talk about what inspired this, right? So we try to go for a Tekken, Dark Souls, Minecraft fighting style game. The way we set up the arenas, it can truly look like a fighting game rather than pixelated 3D render, right? And we're trying to go for a Tekken style fighting game. So if we see in this top left, you get everything that the characters are trying to portray, either their attack patterns or their design, but you also get to see the background and how it looks lively. You kind of tend to lay your eyes off the characters themselves and look more towards the background to get a story out of it rather than just a fighting game. So like Tekken with the interactive backgrounds, I think a lot of our environments will play well into the way we represent the mood and the story that we're trying to tell. With that being said, I think that is all that I was supposed to cover. So I'm going to give it back to my colleagues, and I hope you guys have a good day.